Hey everyone, welcome to another happy hour hangout. I'm Jess and I'm glad you all are here today on this Wednesday, whatever time zone you are in, whether it's afternoon or evening, or maybe even possibly Thursday morning. We shall see. Got Yakmanda in the chat. Hello, nice to see you on here. Who else do we got in chat? I can see a few people on there. Feel free to say hello. I want to say thank you to me Hammer Time for the follow. I know you followed before we started the stream, so thank you for that follow, as well as Bishop341B. We also see Gus or Not here in the chat. Awesome. Let me know how everything is going with the audio and video here. It seems like everything is okay on my end. So yeah, let us chat a little bit before we start our stream so people can kind of filter in today. We have got, everything sounds good. Cool, thank you for that. We are going to be playing Rolling America. It's a quick and fast learn dice rolling game from Game Right. There are a few maps you might have played Rolling Japan. It's basically a map that's divided out into different color sections, and you roll some D6s that are all different colors, and you will be writing them on your player sheets, and the goal is to try to have the least amount of X's on your player sheet, so you want to fill them up with numbers and not with X's, as many as possible. This is going to be over 8 rounds, and I feel like we could probably get through a couple games if everybody is kind of feels like they're compelled to do, or we can always just grab another game. We could pull out some crisscross or something like that. So anyways, yeah, this game, I thought about something to incorporate again in the streams. It's always been fun to play along with y'all in the chat. So I thought of another game to play with you. If you were a participant in the Shelfapalooza event, their kind of convention last year, the ladies from Girls Game Shelf and Dave and Ilka Luza from Luzapalooza teamed up, and they had kind of a weekend of gaming and things. And so I was able to stream this for them, as well as Welcome To, and that was really a lot of fun. So I definitely liked doing that and wanted to play it again, because you know, sometimes some of these games are really quick to pick up and they're kind of fun little games to play remotely. I saw someone mention on social media that they got to play this with some family online. And so it's a fun little remote game to do. So yeah, I think it's going to be super quick to go through. Like I said, we'll probably get done at least a couple games in the streaming time, but thanks you for all of you joining me. If you all have your player sheets, cool. I'm not sure if BGG has a printable PDF or not. I will have to check that out. But if they do and you don't have a copy of the game, I encourage you to look that up so you can play along. Or if you don't, and in the future, you can always check back and look at the VOD and watch it at a later date. So I'm just quickly streaming, seeing on here if BGG has any files that people can print out if they wanted to. Oh, they don't, but they do have a Rolling Sherlock game, which I remember playing. It's the shape of the side profile of Sherlock Holmes, and you play basically the kind of the same way you would with Rolling America. It's just different sections of his profile. So that was pretty awesome. Okie doke. So if you want to play along, awesome. If you want to just lurk and watch and interact with us on the chat, that is totally fine too. But let's go ahead and pop down to the table view so we can see what is happening here with Rolling America. All right, so in this game, you will see we've got a map here of the states, but they're not really shaped. They're kind of more, I guess, geometrical in a way. They're not really bordered in terms of what the states actually look like. They're more squares and rectangles. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be rolling some D6s and marking off numbers in the different areas that correspond to those numbers. So in this game, there are 7 dice here. I'll just put them in here. So we've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and a clear, which is the wild. So on a turn, we're actually going to put all 7 dice in this bag. And then we are going to draw out 2 dice and write down those numbers according to whatever gets rolled on those dice. We will do that 3 times, and that will end a round. So every round, there will be 1 die left in the bag that we won't draw for that round. So let's say in this example, we pulled the blue and the green to start us off from the bag. So we have a blue 6 and a green 1. So on our map, we would need to draw a 6 in the blue section and write a 1 in the green section. Seems simple enough, right? Well, the caveat is all future numbers that you write in those sections where the colors are and they kind of correspond, the numbers that are adjacent to numbers that you've already written must be of a value of equal or greater than 1 or less than 1. So in this example, if I had my 6 here and my 1 here, all of the numbers that are surrounding this number 1 must either be a 1 or a 2. It cannot be a 0 because there is no zeros on the die. So 1 or a 2. And then here for the 6, the blue 6, it must be a 5 or a 6. So if I had, like, let's say a 3 over here, somewhere around this 3, I could write a blue 2, I could put a red 3, I could put a yellow 2 down here, and over here, I could put either a 3 or a 4 or a 2. Now, if for whatever reason, the numbers that are on the die do not match what you can have playable, you have some options. Down here in the bottom, there are 3 different types of manipulators for the dice that you can do. The first one is a color change, which means you can take a die and change it to whatever color you would like it to be for that turn. So let's say I did not want to draw a green 1, I wanted to draw an orange 1. I could use one of my color change abilities and write an orange 1 somewhere else instead. If I decide to use an ability on a turn, then I will cross off the X to indicate that I have used that ability. There are 3 chances for you to use that ability for the whole game, and you can use multiple abilities on one turn if you would like to. The second one is called a guard. A guard means you can ignore what is called the neighboring state rule. So the neighboring state means that the numbers next to where you have currently written have to be either a +1, a -1, or the same number. Let's say on my 6 here, I really wanted to write another 2. And now I know that this does not qualify for the neighboring state rule because it is greater than 1 or -1. So what I could do is I could guard this 2, circle it, which means all neighboring states around it will ignore that plus or minus rule. So that is what guarding does. And you have 3 chances to use those on a turn or in the game. Finally is the dupe. The dupe allows you to duplicate a number that is rolled and write it somewhere on your map twice. So if I had the blue 2, I could write another blue 2 up here as my duplicate. You can combine multiple abilities if you want to on one turn. So I could color change something and then guard it if I wanted to. I could color change, duplicate it, and then guard both. There is no limitation to how many you use on a turn, but there is a limitation to how many there are in the game. The clear die is a wild color. So whenever the clear die comes out, you can you can write whatever, you can put it in whatever section you want to. The number does not change, but the color of the die can be whatever you want it to be. So in this example, it's a clear 4. I could write the 4 over here if I wanted to in purple, or I can write the 4 over here in orange. The wild allows you to do that, and you can duplicate a clear die if you want to. The states over here, kind of representing Alaska and Hawaii, don't have the neighboring state rule, so they're kind of a nice little catch-all. If you roll something and let's say it's an orange 3 and you can't write it anywhere, you can always just stick it in one of these states instead. So we will be playing 8 rounds. Again, there will be a total of 6 dice drawn per round, and we will go from there. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to put these dice back in the bag, give them a quick little shuffle, and we will get started here. So once the 6 dice get rolled for a round, all of the dice get returned from the bag. So when you draw out 2, they stay out for you to write down, and then they get placed back in the bag at the end of the round. So after all of the dice get pulled for that round. So, okay. Not looking. First 2 dice we've got for here. We've got blue and a green. So we've got a green 3 and a blue 6. So you'll need to write a 3 somewhere in the green section and a 6 somewhere in the blue section. Okay, and on future turns, they don't have to be adjacent to one another for future turns. So if the red die came out, I don't have to put my number here on the red. I can put it anywhere in the red section that does not have a number. One final thing to note too, before we start getting too deep, if for whatever reason you cannot play a number, if you don't have any actions or abilities to allow you to manipulate the dice and you simply cannot play in a section, you will mark an X for that color die. So if I had no place to put this blue 6, I would need to put an X somewhere in the blue section. If you fill up an entire section of one color and that color die still comes out in future turns, you don't have to take a penalty, which means you don't have to put an X down in that section. That section is complete. You will just ignore that die for the rest of the game. Okay, so there we go. We've got blue 6, green 3. Now we're going to draw out 2 more numbers and see what we get. We got a purple and a clear. So we've got a purple 3 and a clear 2, which is wild. So 3. Let's see. A 3 is pretty good to do over here. So I will put 3 here. And then for my wild, I will actually mark it down here, I think. Yeah, I will make that a 2. A yellow 2. So you see some of these borders are not as clear cut, like in this one that's supposedly supposed to look like Texas. It touches 1, 2, 3, 4 other states. So keep that in mind when you start writing down those numbers, that to the neighboring state rule must apply. So you make sure that you put the correct number in that space. Okay. And the last 2 numbers for this round will be a yellow and an orange. So we've got a yellow one and an orange one. Ooh, that is really nice. So what I'm going to do for this yellow one, I'm putting it here next to my yellow 2. I can't put it here because unfortunately that green 3 is touching this yellow area right there. So I'm putting the yellow one there, and then my orange, oof, I'm just gonna put it up in this area there. Okay. So that's what we've got for the first round. So that is completed round 1 of 8. This game plays up to, I guess, as many players as you want. And there's no difference in how many rounds you play. It's all just the same. So it's nice to incorporate a lot of people if you want to. They just need the player sheets. So, okay, we are going to put all 6 dice back in, and we will start with round 2. Yeah, if anyone's got questions on things, if it all is making sense, cool. If not, feel free to pop them in the chat. I just want to make sure everybody feels comfortable with playing. And yeah, let's see how it goes here on round 2. Round 2, we've got yellow and blue. All right, we've got a yellow 6 and a blue 2. Oof. Okay, friends, I am going to use one of my color changes and make that yellow 6 actually a blue 6. So I'm going to do that, use my color change, and then for the blue 2, I will put the 2 there. Because I know since I have a 1, I will need really low numbers in my yellow section from now on. I might have, yeah, I might have got myself in a little bit of a hiccup there, but that's the way it goes, huh, in this game. And it's really fast too. I know I'm kind of going at a slower pace for y'all, but this game can be really fast once you get the hang of the placement and all the different things you can do. And like I said, you have the ability to use multiple little manipulators on a turn if you wanted to. So. All right, next we've got red and purple. So we've got a purple 5 and a red 4. Okay. So I'm going to do the 5 here and a red 4 here. And then I am going to duplicate this 5 and put it there again. So now I'll need to get 4s around there. I think the lowest one I've gotten in points, I've probably gotten less than 10 has been my score. So, hey Panda, thanks for stopping by and say hi. Yes, this, feel free. We are probably going to play a couple games of this. So if you are still lurking, feel free to come back and play. But thanks for saying hello, and thanks for all the cute panda emojis. Yeah, I just got affiliate status a couple weeks ago, and I saw that you can make your own emojis, and so I ended up making a Gamer Kitty Soma emoji. And yes, thank you for that. Congrats. And so I had a little Gamer Kitty Soma emoji that I created for those that sub at I think it's, I don't know, tier 2 or tier 3. I'm not sure. I'm still learning all the twitching. I'm still learning. But yeah. Okie doke. Last pair of dice for this round is clear and green. So we've got a green 4 and a clear of wild, whatever you would like it to be. So gonna put my 4 here. And the clear 3, I can do the 3 here. Doesn't have to be in the green, but that actually works out for me really well on that. So have not needed to use a guard yet. Guard usually has, I usually leave that for as like a final resort kind of thing. So I tend to save it till the very end, till the very last moment I can do it. So. Alrighty, friends, we are finished with round 2. Let us put all these dice back in. Give them a little shaky shake. And we will start round 3. Okay, we've got red and orange. A red 4 and an orange 2. Oh, that is nice. So see here, friends, I can do the orange 2 here and a red 4 here. That is really, really fortunate. What I like about these dice is the pips on them are actual little stars. I think that's kind of cute. This is one of the games that I like to take traveling. I don't know if you all saw a few weeks ago, I was on the road and I did a happy hour hangout where I was talking about travel size games. And one thing I was mentioning was the size of the game box is huge when it comes to packing it and taking it on a trip. So because this is kind of like fits inside, you know, a small suitcase or a purse or something like that, it's definitely a recommended game to play. And the fact that it plays multiple players too is a nice added bonus. So whether you're going on a big family road trip or just you and your partner, it's a great game. Another one that I played last week was Quicks. That has the same box size too. So that is really nice to take traveling, you know, because normally you just need some, like a pair of dice and the score sheets. And some of these nowadays have like a digital implementation that you can just bring it on your phone and you're good to go. So yeah, I like games to take while traveling. I do like all sorts of games. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I would take Caverna in a heartbeat if I could, more often than not. But yeah, a lot of these compact kind of smaller games are usually more around my wheelhouse to take. So, okay, we've got a 4 yellow and a wild yellow. Ooh, I don't like this 4 yellow here. But the wild yellow is fine. I could put the wild yellow here. The 4 yellow, I don't know if I want to color change it. Ooh, geez. I could guard it, and that could help for me putting things around. Yeah, I think I will do that. So I will take the yellow 4 here, and I will do a guard. And when it says to guard, it tells you to circle that number, so you kind of, it gives you kind of a just a little marker to indicate that you have used a guard, so you don't, so it's like a reminder for you on your neighboring rule, the neighboring state rule. So I'm curious if any of you have played any of these other implementations of this game, like Rolling Japan, or even that Sherlock one. Yeah, lots of 4s up in here. I blame the dice tower. You can't blame me. I'm just dropping it in the dice tower. So if it doesn't come out to the numbers you want, blame it. Don't blame me. Okay, we've got a purple 5 and a blue 3. Oh, look at that. Purple 5. Hello. You will be nice to go right there, my friend. And a blue 3. So I did not have to color change anything or duplicate or guard. So we've got, I'm in okay shape, although the latter half of the game tends to be where things get kind of sticky. Where things get kind of sticky. All right, we are moving into round number 4. Put all these dice back. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Yellow 3 and a green 2. Okay. I can do the yellow 3 and the green 2. Yeah, that seemed to work out okay. So let's see, there are, I want to say there's rolling, so there's a rolling Japan. Is there another one? Rolling world. Oh, let's see. Rolling world looks like exactly. Oh, is it different parts of the world? That's cool. So it looks like there are different maps in Rolling World. So, okay. Yeah, different maps. Nice. All of the images are written in a different language on BGG. Multiplayer solitaire dice game. Yeah. That seems pretty cool. Pretty cool. So let's give us another set of dice here. That sounds intense. Yeah, rolling the whole world. And so there's multiple maps in that one, Rolling World. All right, orange and wild. We've got an orange 2 and a wild 1. Okay, orange 2 and a wild 1. I will put my wild 1 here. Yes. And an orange 2. Okay. Final 2 dice of this round. We've got a blue and a red. Blue 1, red 3. So the red 3 is going to go down this way. And a blue 1. Well, I can't put a blue 1 without breaking the neighbor rule. So I'm going to put my 1 here, circle it. So I'm going to guard that. I mean, I could have color changed if I wanted, but I think I'm going to save them. I'm trying to try to save as many as possible. So this game was one of the first roll and writes I think I've ever purchased. It comes with 100 player sheets in here. And believe it or not, we have used all the player sheets except for, I think we laminated 8. Yeah, we have 8 laminated sheets in this box, and the rules and the dice. So I think we have played this so many times that we have used up all the player sheets. It happens sometimes. So laminating your sheets, if you desire to do that, could be helpful in the longevity of those games. We have definitely done that with Quicks, I know, as well. All right, halfway through on this game, friends, we are going to go into round 5. Round 5. We've got orange and green, a green 6 and an orange 5. Ooh, this is going to be some color changing up here. I've got a feeling. So what am I gonna play? The green 6. Can I color change that? I can color change it, but where do I want to place it? I am stuck in there, stuck on that. So, and the green 6 is not helpful either. So you know what, friends? I'm going to toss that orange 5 up here. And then with the green 6, yeah, I'm gonna have to guard something, huh? I think so. So I'm gonna put the 6 here and guard it. Use my last guard. That was a rough roll for me, friends. Rough roll. Okay, what do we got? What's our next? Yellow and green. All right, we've got a yellow 5 and a, sorry, not green, a wild 3. Excuse me. Yellow 5, wild 3. Yellow 5 and a wild 3. So I could put the wild 3 here. And my yellow 5, I'm gonna do up here. Yep, color change that to be a purple 5. So now I need some purple 4s, would be wonderful. Purple 4s. I'm going to try to not have any X's with abilities left over if I can help it. It might be wishful thinking, but we shall see. Okay, we've got a red and a purple. Is it going to be a 4? No. It is a red 1 and a purple 3. Okay, I'm going to do red 1 here. The purple 3, I'm not going to use. I'm going to use that other area. I'm going to color change that and put it here, making an orange 3. I would have liked you to be a purple 4, but alas, that is not the way it happens. If you have filled up a color, do you just ignore that die? Yes, good question. So if you have filled up a color section that has all the numbers filled in, or if you have X's filled in, so there's no more spaces in that color, then yes, you will ignore that die. None of the dice get removed from the game. So they're all being used throughout the entire game. So if you do fill up a section, then yes. Good question. Okay, round 5 is complete. We will put these back in here and we will roll again. Do some mixy mix. I do wish this dice bag was slightly bigger. It is quite tiny to fit my hand in, but I can fit, but some other people might not be able to do that. So, okay, we've got a wild 6 and a yellow 4. Oh, goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Do you need some board game tweezers? Yes. Board game tweezers would not be a bad thing, Gus. Yeah, I like it. Okay, a yellow 4. I cannot do anything with that. I needed it to be, well, I can't do a yellow 4 there. And I've already had my color changes and my guards are left. So I'm going to mark an X here for my yellow. Ouch. And then for my 6 of wild. My 6 of wild is going to go over here because I do not want to take another X. So there we go. I only have one more spot for yellow to go. One more spot. Okie doke. Next pair of dice. Purple and yellow, purple and orange. Oh, I needed you to be a purple 4. Purple. I needed you to be a purple 4. But the orange 3 I will take. The orange 3 is okay. And the purple 5, I wanted it to be a 4. So unfortunately, I need to mark off an X on purple because I cannot do anything with that. And I will use one of my dupes here to mark a 3. No, I will mark a 3 here instead. I will use that dupe there. All right, if you're just joining, we're playing Rolling America. It's a simple roll and write dice game. We are just over halfway done. We will probably be playing another game, so feel free to ask some questions in the chat if you have any questions or if you'd like to play. We will be playing in the not too distant future. So yeah. Hello, Mo. Good to see you on here. How was your stream earlier this morning? You kind of got up earlier than I got up. How did it all go? Green and blue. So we've got a green 2 and a blue 5. Ooh, the green 2 is nice. I could put the green 2 here. And my blue 5. Oh, snapdragons. Okay. I'm going to use my last dupe so I can fill in this green section. But the blue 5 is problematic. The blue 5, so I will put an X here. Darn, darn, darny, darn, darn. It went lovely, but between that and the day I'm pooped. Yes, just wanted to say hi. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mo. I appreciate just saying hello. Go get some rest. If you are, give the squeezes to your littles for me. And yeah, maybe we'll play a game online someday. I know we always talk about that. We're always on like the Twitters and the Instagrams and stuff. And we're like, we should play a game. And, you know, life and things and all of that. Just sometimes that doesn't happen. So it will happen. I am going to make it happen. So yeah. Lurking and a nap. Yes. Rest well. All right. Round 6. We're going into round 7. Just getting down to the wire here, friends. We have red and wild. Red 3, wild 2. Oh, the red 3. I like this. I like this a lot. The wild 2 is going to go here. And the 3 will go here. I could actually write down 2 numbers. What? Crazy. Crazy, crazy. I'm not doing too bad on putting the X's out. So if you could just roll 2s and 3s for the rest of the game, that would be great. Thanks. Okay, I will tell the dice. Dice, Yakmanda would like 2s and 3s for the remainder of the game. Okay, thanks. Bye. Tom Posh and a raid. Hello. Hello, Raiders. Thank you so much for joining. We are getting ready to wrap up this game of Rolling America, but we are going to be playing another one. So if you all want to stick around and play along, you are welcome to. What were you all doing on Tom's channel? We've got yellow 2 and a purple 1. Well, there we go, finishing off the purple. And the purple 1, I cannot do that. So that's going to be an X there on purple, but I have completed the purple area and yellow and green. So I'm getting pretty close to it. I was playing Human Fall Flat on the PS4, a ragdoll platformer type game. Oh, interesting. Oh, I know, Tom, you do a lot more streaming of like video game stuff. That's right. Have you played that game before, or is it something new? I've been currently doing trying to get some more digital streaming from like Steam games and stuff, some like puzzle themed Steam games, because there was a crazy sale going on at the end of last year. But yeah, did you enjoy? Was it an enjoyable experience? Okay, we've got a 5 orange and a 6 blue. Well, I can't place any of those. I can place no, I can't do anything. So I'm going to put an X here on orange. Because even though these are 6s, I can't do anything here because I unfortunately wrote 3s, and 6 and 3 are greater than 1 apart from each other. So darn. All right, so I'm going to put that there. I don't really stream that much, but it's easier to get something set up when a PlayStation just has streaming built in. Yes, very true. A lot of times I think that there's a lot of Twitch streamers online that have that, like the ease of just, I'm just going to plug in and do things. And it is true, doing tabletop kind of stuff is a little more equipment setup and a little more time consuming. So I played this before, but not the level I did tonight. Okay, cool. That's pretty awesome. All right, so this concludes the round 7. We have one more round to go. Hopefully you all have saved up your, abilities if you can. And here we go. So we've got a red 6 and a green 1. Okay, well, I've already filled in my green section, so I'm ignoring that. And now I've got a red 6 that I can't do anything with. Beautiful. That is so beautiful. So I am going to put an X here. Dang. This is kind of where it goes, where everything is kind of just, oh boy, what's happening? I'm just going to mark X's on everything. But that's the rules of the game. Like I said before, once you play this a few times, you will it'll kind of get quicker as the turns go on. But yeah. Hello, Gen Con. Hello, everybody. Wow, I've got so many raiders here today. Woo! Wow, I've got Aqua's here, Crystal. Oh my gosh. Hello, all of you. I am wrapping up this first game of Rolling America, but I will be starting a second one momentarily. So if you all want to stick around and play, you are totally welcome to. Oh my gosh, all of you. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you for the raid. You are all wonderful people. What were we all doing on Gen Con TV? What was happening over there? I can't do, so I filled in the yellow section and I've got the purple 3. Purple 3 is all done too. So that was a nice little just roll for nothing. Oh my gosh, not yet again. Beyond that. Oh my gosh. Hello. Hello. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love all of the raids, all the emojis. Yeah, sorry, Aqua. My MooBot is limiting the amount of emojis you can send, but I know you are raiding with passion. So thank you. Thank you for that. Oh man, so cool, so cool. All right, final roll of this game here. We've got an orange 1 and a blue 5. Ugh, the only place I could play something, I can't even play. Geez, I needed that to be a blue 3, friends. So that's a giant swing and a miss there too. Okay, so now everybody's gonna be counting up the X's on your player sheet. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total X's. Oh, nope, nope. That little, oh, nope. Let's recount. I think that's 11 there. So, oh, wow, and I wrote 10. Wow, I'm really just so excited. Okay, so 11 there. Any blank areas that you did not put in a number, you would have to fill in an X. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. 11. I'm just going to say that's an 11 there, friends. All right. So if anyone is interested in playing again or playing for the first time, this is Rolling America. It is played over 8 rounds, and we are going to be drawing out 6 dice. Ooh, Yakmanda got 10. Very nice. Let's see if we can improve our scores this time. So in each round, we are going to be drawing out a number of dice, 2 at a time, for a total of 6 dice. There are 7 dice in here: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then a clear die, which is wild. The wild can be used on any color section you want it to do. There is a neighboring rule, which means that any number that you write on a section, any numbers that are surrounding it must be either 1 greater, the same number, or 1 less. So in this example, if I had a blue 3 here, anything I write around it must be either a 2, 3, or 4. Numbers don't go lower than 1 because of the D6 on the dice, and they don't go higher than 6, and there's no wrapping on there. So you have the ability, though, to use one of these manipulators down here. There is the color change, which allows you to change the color of the die that gets rolled. There is a guard, which means if you have to place a number and you cannot do anything in terms of placement where the neighboring rule might break. So if I had like a 1 over here and I needed to place a 6 here, I would guard it, which means I would circle that, and that would ignore all the neighboring rules surrounding that space. And finally, there's the duplicate. The duplicate means you can duplicate a number that gets rolled to write it another spot on your map. You can combo up some of your abilities, so you can color change a die and then duplicate it. You can also, color change a die, duplicate it, and guard it if you want to. But we will play over 8 rounds. And the object of the game is to try to get the least amount of empty spaces, which will then result in X's on those spaces. And whoever has the least amount of X's is the winner, theoretically. This game plays solo, or you can play it multiple player, but I tend to just like to play it to see if you can try to beat your previous score. It's not really a competition in my eyes. It's a very solitaire type game, because you're basically you're plotting out where you want to place these numbers on the map. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. I do tend to check the chat quite frequently, like as we're playing along, so don't feel like you're interrupting me if I'm going through and playing a game. But thank you all for joining and for the follows. All right, first pair of numbers, we've got an orange 1 and a yellow 3. And these 2 areas up here do not go with the neighboring rule, so they can be whatever number you want. They're not touching any other section here. They're just an orange area space. Okay, well, 3s are pretty good because I can put several different numbers around them. 3 seems to be kind of like a centralized number. A 1, I am gonna plop that up here again. So, alrighty then. Cool. This die, I need, Guess or not, I was saying I should get some tweezers to try to pull these dice out of here. But here we go. We got green and a red. Green and red. Green 4, red 1. I'll try the 4 down here. And the 1, I'm feeling, since this 3 is touching all of these here, it's gonna have to be a 2 or a 3. So I'm gonna stick the 1 here and hope for the best. And hope for the best. So I don't know anyone posted about what y'all were playing on Gen Con TV, but what was happening over there? What were y'all doing? Were you some Animal Crossing? Slaying some spires? I'm not very good at video game puns. All right, Purple and Wild. Purple 1, Wild 5. Ooh, Purple 1, Wild 5. Let's see what happens if I put the Wild 5 here and the Purple 1 up here. Is that a good spot? Is that not a good spot? Who will know? Who will know? All right, that concludes round 1. We'll put all the dice back and we will draw 6 of them again. So even though there are 7 dice in the game, 1 will not be used each round. So there's a little bit of luck and chance in this way when it comes to what to play and where to play them and where to use your manipulators, because sometimes you want to use your manipulators right away, but then you get stuck at the end. And other times you kind of leave it till the very last moment and you're like, oh shoot, what do I do now? So let's see what we got for round 2, huh? Purple and green, we've got a purple 5 and a green 6. Ooh, okay. Let's see. I will put the green 6 here. Purple 5. So if I've got 2s, 3s, 4s, do I think there's going to be a 5? Let's say there will be a 5 down here. Let's just say that, shall we? There will be a 5. If anyone's interested in following me on the socials, I've got all the Twitters and the Instagrams and the Facebooks and all that kind of stuff. So when I'm going to be doing things online, you will get notified. This Friday, I normally do a digital stream of some sort, but I am actually going to be hosting some tabletop games during OrcaCon online. OrcaCon is a convention that is up in Bellevue, Washington, and about tabletop and RPGs and a lot of gaming and inclusiveness. And this year they decided to do an online convention instead. And so I'm going to be running some games from Haba Games on Friday and Saturday. If you're interested in checking that out, you can go to orcacon.org and they have all the links and information for the online convention. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. I've had a lot of fun doing some of the digital stuff. Yes, it was a learning curve. I think it was a learning curve for a lot of us doing things, but it was a fun experience. So this Friday, I'm not going to be doing my stream on Friday, but I will come back the following week. We were playing Skyland Heart of the Mountain on Steam. That was a kind of a steampunk adventure. We are in what I call chapter 3. We're trying to figure out why this minion is using magic that is out of the mountains, the giants of the mountain, and using it for evil. But we actually found out that it was our dear uncle that was the one that was using all the magic for his evil purposes. So it was kind of a plot twist. So we're in the final chapter now, and we're going to see if we can stop him before it's too late. So that's Skyland Heart of the Mountain. Fun little puzzle themed game. Steampunk set. So there's like airships and a lot of gears and metal and all that kind of stuff. So Okay, I've got a 2 yellow and a blue 1. Well, I know I'm going to put my blue 1 up there. And the 2 I will put here. Hope for the best. And the final one, red and orange. So we've got a red 2 and an orange 6. Okay, well, I know I'm going to, the 2 is fine to do here. The red 2 is fine to do there. The orange 6 is going to be a little bit, oh, do I color change it? I could color change that, which would mean, yeah, I could color change that and make that a green 6 there. Do I want to do that? Yes and no. Yes and no. Well, I've committed. That's fine. Okay. No wild in this round. So we are down with 2, down with 2. Okay, rolling them up again. Anyone has any requests for numbers to roll? I will tell the dice tower to roll according to your requests. Whether or not it likes it is all on them. It's not on me. Here we go. Ooh, we've got a couple of 5s, a red 5 and an orange 5. So let's do a 5 here. I'm gonna duplicate that because that is really nice. And with my orange 5, I am going to, oof, I think I might have to guard it. I might have to guard it. Because of all of this nonsense happening over here. Okay, so I'll do this 5, I'll guard it. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. That was okay. It wasn't too bad. Blue and green. Oh, we got a couple of 3s now. Green 3, blue 3. That's not helpful for anyone. Wow, friends. Okay. Green 3. Yeah, this is not. Oh, I could do here. Let's do that here. And then my green 3. Where shall I put this green 3? Nowhere that seems like a good spot. So I'm going to color change it. And I'm going to make it a yellow 3. There we go. One thing I know I always have to try to remember is when I use one of the dice manipulators, I have to remember to write it down and cross it off. Because if I don't, then sometimes I'm like, oh, did I use this? And I just don't remember. And then as well as crossing off when the round ends too. So, okay, a yellow 1 and a purple 3. So I'm going to do the 3 here. Oh, the yellow 1. I can't put it there or there because, well, I can. I can do that and then just guard it. Wow, I'm already gonna have to use a guard again. Okay. Such is the way of this game there. So I'm gonna do my guard there. Oh, again, without having the clear die come out. Without having the clear die. That is round 3. Trying to see if I can get some, trying to see if I can get a clear die for us. Some wild there. Here we are. Purple and orange. Purple 3, orange 4. Okay. Well, the purple 3 is going to go here. And as far as the orange 4 goes, I can put that here. That one's okay. That was an okay roll. That was an okay roll. Thanks for the follow, Aqua. Appreciate that. There we go. There's a clear one. 6 wild and a green 3. Ooh, okay. Where can I do with the green 3? Green 3 is okay here. Oh, wow. Green 3 is okay here, but I will have to guard something in the future. And a wild 6. The wild 6 will go here. All right. Oh yeah, and thanks to Not Yet Again, Matthew Jude's Ghost, Crystal Dax, all of you for the follows. Thank you so much. What do we got here? In yellow, we've got a yellow 5 and a blue 2. Yellow 5 is not helpful. Neither is a blue 2. Well, I'll put the blue 2 up here. The yellow 5. And I could put it here, but I actually cannot, because if you see on this area of the 3, there's this corner that cuts just into the border of that square. So technically this area here is a neighbor to this yellow 3. So I have to be mindful of that, which definitely leaves me knowing I have to guard it. I have to just guard it, I guess. Dang, that's all of my guard. Or I could color change something. Yeah, no, I'll leave it, because I have a feeling I could have more opportunity over here in the red area than with that. So, okay, that is concluded. Round 4, we are halfway done with this second game here. How's everyone feeling? Do they feel like they're gonna get a better score in this than last time? I don't know. Do you feel it in your bones? You feel like the dice are gonna be in your favor? I'm not sure myself, but we shall see. We've got a clear 5 and a blue 4. So the blue 4, I will put you here. And I will duplicate that 4 over there. And a clear 5. Clear 5 is nice to go right here. Where do I want to put it there? Geez, where do I want to put that? Where do I want to put the clear 5? Yeah, no, I don't know. So many choices. Don't know what to do. So many choices. I will put it here, 5. Okay. Clear 5, blue 4. What do we got? What do we got? Oops. Ha, it still wanted to be a 5. Okay, a yellow 4 and a red 5. Well, there we go. Yellow 4. But my red 5 is not good for me right now. Well, okay. I will put the red 5 there, knowing that this is going to have to be guarded. I won't have to put any X's down yet. No X's down yet. I wonder if do I have that Sherlock one? The rolling Sherlock on BGG, there was a map with the profile of Sherlock's head on it. And it was the same thing to play, but it was in the shape of the profile of Sherlock Holmes, which was kind of cool. Let's see. Okay, no, I did not download that one. That would have been really, really sweet to do. Really, really sweet. Okay, final roll of the dice for this round. Purple and orange. Purple 2, orange 4. A purple 2 and an orange 4. What can I do with those? Purple 2, been waiting for that space. Cool. And an orange 4. Orange 4 can go here. Yeah, there we go. I'm getting myself stuck though, because I know some of these spaces are going to get filled with X's, unfortunately. All right, that was round 5. That was round 5. Moving into round 6 here. We got a 4 and a 1, yellow 4, green 1. Oh, I needed you to not be a 4, yellow. I would like you to have been a 3. 3 would have been much better. So I am going to color change you, yellow 4, to be a red 4. There. And my green 1, I can Oh, I can't guard it anymore because I have all of my guards used up. So I'm going to have to take an X here for my green, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. Okay. Orange and blue, we've got an orange 3 and a blue 4. Okay. Orange 3 is fine. And the blue 4 is going to have to go here. Yep. There we are. That one was a little bit better. A little bit better. Okie doke. We've got 2 more dice for this round. What are they going to be? Wild and a purple. We've got a purple 6 and a wild 5. Well, oh no, my purple 6. That was not the number I wanted you to be. Okay, I'm gonna put an X here for my purple 6. The wild 5, where can I put a wild 5? I think I'm going to stick it out here. Wild 5, yep. So far, it looks like everything's okay, but these last couple rounds, friends, are going to be another story. I just can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Feel it in my bones. All right, moving into round 7. Let's give these a quick little shaky shake. All right, blue 5 and a green 2. Oh, again, I needed those all to be 3s. I needed those to be 3s. So there's an X there for blue and a green 2. Yep, the green 2 is not helpful either. Darn. Getting more of these X's putting up here at the end. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it happens. I have a dupe. I'm waiting for the right moment to use my dupe. Should have used it earlier, but alas. Okay, we've got red and yellow, a red 1 and a yellow 4. Ah, dupe, there it is, yes. Oh no, okay, so I can't do anything with this 1. So I got to put an X there, but I finished the red section. And then with my yellow 4, same thing, I can't do anything. I got to cross it out. I would like to write down actual numbers in these spaces and not X's, but let's see. All right, dice, I would like 2s and 3s. 2s and 3s would be lovely for the remainder of the game. Can we make this happen? Can we make this happen? We have got a wild 5, and a purple 4. Okay. So I can do the 4. The 4 is all right there. And a wild 5. Where can I place a wild 5? Looks like there's going over here. The wild 5. Yep. Okie doke, let's see what we've got in this final round, friends. The final round. Will the dice fall in our favor? Will the dice forever fall in our favor? Let's see. What do we got first off? Blue and a wild. We've got a blue 1 and a wild 3. Oh, very nice. So I will take the wild 3, put that here. That will complete my blue section, which means I can ignore this blue 1. There we go. Can ignore that. Ignore the blue 1. Okay, next pair of dice. Here we go. We've got an orange 6 and a yellow 1. Oh, bad timing for y'all to be a 6 right now. So I got to mark off, got to do a cross off there on the orange. And then a yellow 1. My last spot needed to be a 2 or a 3, but alas, it was a 1. I don't know how well my score is going to be at the end of this. This is the final pair of dice for this game, my friends. Final pair of dice. Who let the dupes out? I know. I wish I could dupe something. Here we go. Purple 6 and a green 2. Well, that oh no, darn. So I can't do anything there because it needs to be either greater than or equal to, well, 1 greater than, equal to, or 1 less than on the 6. Dang. That's a whole bunch of nope. Yep, Leslie nope. Okay, and the same thing for my green. Darn. All right, go through all your blank areas that you don't have numbers in. Those get X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 8. I got 11 again. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is 11. Wow, that's efficiency, folks. If I don't know what is, that is quite efficient. Get the same number in 2 games in a row. It's a stroke of genius right there. How'd you all do on that? Were you able to beat your score from the first round? Every time I count, I see more X's. Yeah, that's that could be a thing too. Every time you see it, that is a thing. Well, my friends, that is Rolling America. And you know, we still have some time. So if you all are interested, we can get some crisscross going on. we can get some crisscross. So let me stop sharing there for just a sec. Put in all the dice back in the dice bag. See how y'all are doing counting up your scores. Came out one less than last time. Okay, that is quite good. If you can improve your score from game to game, then I count that as a win. So I think my score to beat for my own personal like scoring is 10 or less that I've done from previous games. So I did not do that this time around. I got 11. So we'll have to keep playing this to try to improve. All right, Yakmanda, have a good evening. Hope you get some rest today, my friend. Thanks for stopping by and rolling America with me. For everyone else, we are going to be doing just a quick little couple games of crisscross to sign out for the evening before we or for your morning or whatever time of day it is. If you're interested in playing, you can let me know in the chat. We're going to do this nice little grid here, 5 by 5. And I will teach y'all some crisscross. I played this a couple weeks ago, 4 or 5 weeks ago or something like that. I might end up doing this as a kind of a rotation. I know some people do some like marble streams and things like that. I unfortunately don't have marbles on Steam because it's not compatible with a Mac. But in other games that are compatible with Mac, I will try to play them. Try not to be too bitter about that because marbles is a lot of fun to play. I enjoy doing that on other people's streams. But maybe we can sign off on my happy hour streams with some crisscross. So in crisscross, if y'all are not familiar, it's a Reiner Knizia game. I like to joke that he, while he was making some of his other heavier titles, that he decided to add some mechanics to a game that might not have worked so well, so he just created a whole separate new game from it. He is just that much of a genius. So in crisscross, what we're trying to do is we're trying to pair symbols next to one another in the columns and the rows in order to score victory points. Everyone is going to have a grid here of 5 by 5 squares, and then a row on the bottom and a column here on the right-hand side for scoring. In this game, there are 2 D6s that are going to be rolled in the game, and they each have different symbols on them, 6 different symbols on each die. What you're going to do is each of us is going to have our own die to start with, the symbol on the die to start with. So I will give us all, for you all in the chat, you will have a pound sign. And for me, I will get the circle. So in the upper left-hand corner, you will draw your starter symbol. This game, it says it plays 1 to 6, but I feel like we can all collectively, as the chat, you all can get the pound sign, and collectively for me, I will have, collectively for me, for my own self, me, myself, and I will have the circle. In this game, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be rolling up the 2 dice, and whatever 2 symbols get rolled, you will mark them somewhere in your 5 by 5 grid. The thing to note, the caveat, if you will, is that the 2 numbers that you roll, they must be orthogonally adjacent to one another somewhere on your grid. They don't necessarily have to be adjacent to a previous set of symbols that you've drawn, but in that roll, they must be adjacent to one another. So if this was our current roll, I could mark something like this and like this. That is a valid placement. One thing to remember is for every series of matching symbols in a column or a row, you will get a certain amount of victory points at the end. For 2 in a row, for 2 symbols in a row, you will get 2 points. 3 symbols in a row are 3 points. 4 symbols in a row are 8 points. And 5 in a row or column is 10 points. Now, when I played this before, I played with the advanced variant. which means if you do not get any matching symbols in a column or a row, you will receive -5 points at the end of the game. Now, one thing also to remember is you don't only score for just your own symbol. You score for all the symbols. So if you were able to match, like if I was able to match 4 in a row here for the pound signs, in this column, I would receive 8 points there. Even though this circle is my starting symbol, this area here in the upper left-hand corner just gives everybody a little bit of a different player board, if you will. But we are all trying to score all the symbols and trying to match them up and pair them up as much as possible. The other advanced variant is this grayed out area here, the diagonal, starting from the bottom left and going up to the upper right. This area also scores points, but it will score double, hence the grayed area here and the grayed area here. So in this example, if I was continuing on and I was able to get four pound signs in the diagonal, I would score 8 and 8 down here. So at the end of the rolls, we are going to count for the rows, we are going to count for the columns, and we are going to count for the diagonal. Just this one here, going in this direction here, and then coming back down and going in this direction there. This game, I also try to give people the help in that if you've ever played King Domino, you will notice that those tiles are 2 by 1. So there's like 2 squares by 1, and placement matters. So you have to make sure that you can place orthogonally adjacent to one another and that you leave yourself enough room as the game goes on, because you don't want to have yourself get stuck and you have an empty space where you can't mark anything. So make sure that you rotate things and make sure that they are placed orthogonally adjacent to one another, and keep in mind the sequence of symbols in a row counts for those points scored. So if I had 2 X's here, then 2 more X's here, that is 2 pairs, which gives me 4 points. If I had an X here, then an X here, then an X here, and pound sign and a circle, none of these symbols are next to one another. Even though there are some similar symbols in the same row, they aren't next to each other, so they don't score me any points, so I'd actually get -5 for that. All right, if anyone has any questions, please feel free to pop them in the chat. If not, I will roll for y'all. So if you are playing, chat, you will get the circle as your starter symbol, circle up here. And for myself, I will get the 3 lines. Okay. So here we go. First roll, we've got an X and a slash. So you will mark the X and the slash orthogonally adjacent to one another somewhere on your grid. So here, so remember this is we're only doing the 5 by 5 here. So only in this area here. This other column and this row down at the bottom are just for scoring. Okay, so we've got the slash and the X. All right. Oh, I got stuck on the little bumper. Okay, we've got an X and a triangle now. So I am going to do the X here, and I will do orthogonally adjacent. I'll do the triangle just above it. I'll see if that'll work. Okie doke. Here we go, rolling again. Oh my goodness, we've got another X and 3 lines. Well, my 3 lines I definitely want. So I've got my 3 lines here, and I will do an X here. So now I've got a pair, so I know that will give me 2 points for that row. This game is really quick to play as well. It's super easy to teach. I've taught this to some family members and friends that aren't super heavy into board games, and they know the concept of just drawing a 5x5 grid on a sheet of paper and marking the symbols, and it's just really easy for them to catch on to how to play. So I like this game a lot. All right, we've got a triangle and a slash. So I'm going to do my slash here and the triangle there. One caveat I always tell people is to remember where you're placing things and with the diagonals as well. So not only pay attention to where you're placing in your rows and your columns, but also where you're trying to place in the diagonal. So because you're counting that twice, that diagonal you're counting twice. And I know it's the advanced variant and all that kind of stuff, but I feel like y'all can keep up with playing these advanced rules. So, all right, we've got 3 lines and a triangle. I'm gonna try to go for some wishful thinking here. I'm gonna do 3 lines and a triangle. See if I can get another triangle area here. See what I can do there. This game is also really compact too. It's a fun little travel game to take with you. And if you've got some of the laminated sheets, you can easily stick this in a purse or a backpack or something like that to kind of just like pass the time too. If you're doing any sort of transportation, if you're riding mass transit, air travel and things too. Although I'm not sure how much air travel is going to be happening now, but you know, it will happen. So yeah, so this is kind of a fun little game to do that. All right, we've got an X and 3 lines. Wow, that's helpful for me there. An X and 3 lines. Yeah, and sometimes you might not even need to bring the score sheets with you if you just want to stick the pair of dice in, you know, in your pocket or something like that. I've also had some folks tell me that they could use just regular D6s and you would just write numbers and then everyone would have their own number to start with in the upper left-hand corner, and they can just roll like that, and they could just try to match sequences of the numbers. So pairs of numbers together, or 3 of a kind, or 4 of a kind, things like that. So pretty diverse. So we've got an X and 3 lines. So Chopsticks, if you want to send me a whisper on that link, I don't have any permissions for links unless it's by a moderator. So if you want to send me a link, please do so in a whisper. Thanks. All right, we've got 3 lines and an X. Well, it doesn't look, oh, do I want to do that though? Ooh, 3 lines and an X. Let's see. I'll do X 3 lines. Okay. See if that will do anything there. Okay, we've got a slash and a circle. Oh, all right. This is where you're kind of at the whim of the dice. So you got to do you got a place where you think you might still have a chance to put some matching there. All right, next roll. A slash and a pound sign. Okay. So I'll do slash and a pound sign. Oh, I might be regretting that decision. Oh, geez. I might be regretting that decision, but we shall see. All right, we've got a triangle and a slash. Okay. The slash is good here, and a triangle. 2 more rolls here. Two more rolls. A slash and 3 lines. All right, let's do the slash and the 3 lines there. Oh, I would need a pound sign or an X to go there so I don't get any negative points there. Whew, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, folks. We will see how it goes. What does this final roll say? An X and an O. Okay. So I got an X and an O. So if you have placed things orthogonally adjacent in the right kind of way on your grid, then you should have all the squares filled in. If not, then you might have some empty spaces, and those don't count for any minuses. You just score your points if you don't have any matching symbols. I believe you don't score. If you do, let me just double check to make sure I am doing that correctly. Yeah, only empty spaces remain. Yep. So if you have empty spots, they don't count as negative points. So let's go on the rows here. So I've got a pair. So I've got 1 pair, 2 pairs. So 2 pairs, 2 apiece will give me 4. I've got another pair here for 2. These don't count for anything. I've got 2 more pairs of triangles for 4. 1 pair here for 2. And 1 pair here for 2. So in my rows, I've got 4, 6, 10, 12, 14. I will put that there. Then let's go on the columns. I've got 1 column here for 2, the second column here for 2, third column, another pair there, got another pair, and 2 pairs for 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. Now we count the diagonal. So I've got just 3 of a kind. So that's 3. And then 3 of a kind down here, which is 3, which is an additional 6. So 14 and 12 is 26 plus another 6 is 32. So that's my final score there, 32. And let's try this one more time so you all can kind of see how it plays. Now you kind of figure out what to do here. Let's play this one more time. Wow, nice score. Thank you, Gus. We've got time for one more quick game before I sign us off and hand you off to maybe raid another channel. Let's see. All right. So chat, you get the slash here to start us off. And my starter symbol will be the 3 lines again. Okay. 3 lines again. Let us go. All right. So we got 3 lines and a pound sign. 3 lines and a pound sign. Okay. I should probably give you all a second to get your grids going. Apologies. I was just so excited to be playing this with y'all. This is such a quick and easy game that you can just play as many rounds as your heart desires. So cool, cool, cool. Alrighty. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I might end the streams if we've got some time. I might end our streams on the happy hour hangouts with some crisscross. So y'all can get yourself a copy of this. I did get this at a friendly local game store, supporting local business. I encourage you all to do that first, or if you have an online, or if a local game store has like online, so you can do like curbside pickup or any kind of delivery in that kind of sense. I highly recommend doing that. Yes, I know Amazon and all of those big conglomerates have that more, sometimes they might have more copies available than others. And I am guilty. I do purchase some things online from Amazon, but my first priority would be to support the local game stores. So a lot of the things that I do on here, a lot of the games and stuff that we have gotten have been majority through local game stores. So, all right, here we go. So that was our first roll, was the was the pound sign and the 3 lines. And then we shall roll again. Ooh, we got double slash. Double slashes. Okay, let's see what we can do with that, my friends. What can we do with that? The double slashes. I've had a couple folks go, I didn't know you can count for the diagonals too. That's the advanced variant. Like I said, I think we're all at that point where we can play the advanced variants there. Holy smokes. All right, we've got double triangles now. So I'm going to do double triangles and see what I can get from those there. Yeah, I think that'll be fun for us if we can end the Wednesday streams with some crisscross. Okay, rolling up again. Double circles. Whoa, folks. Okay. What to do here? What to do? I will put the double circles here. I think the dice are enjoying rolling duplicates. I think they will enjoy rolling duplicates. Ah, yes, it is definitely enjoying rolling duplicates. Wow, friends. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Let's see. Let's do this. Can we do We've got 1, 2, 4. We've got 4. Can we do double pound signs? Can we see about double pound signs? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, it was close. It was close. It wanted to be. It really wanted to be. All right. That would have been really fun if we got all the symbols in duplicate. That would have been really fun. All right, let's see what we got. What do we got here? Pound sign and a circle. Pound sign and a circle. Ooh, yeah. Gonna have to do that because getting 3 in a row is nice. 3 in a row is nice. Now I'm kind of in a dilemma. I need to get a triangle here. And then some pound signs up there. I haven't got myself stuck yet, so that's good. Okay, so we've got 3 lines and a pound sign. I'm going to do the pound sign and the 3 lines. Because that pound sign will score me this way and this way. So that's really nice. There. Very cool. Pound sign and 3 lines. All right, let's do this. 3 lines and a triangle. Okay. 3 lines and a triangle. Well, at least I won't get minus points in that row. Now, pound sign will be nice here. Or 3 lines. Yeah, pound sign or 3 lines. I like it. Okie doke. 3 lines and a slash. Well, wouldn't you know? 3 lines and a slash. 2 more rolls left, folks. 2 more rolls are left. Let's see what the dice say. We've got 3 lines and a pound sign. Ooh, gonna be taking some minus points here, unfortunately. 3 lines and a pound sign. Bummer summer. I mean, it did add to my diagonal, so that's okay, but this row will give me some minus points. Ooh. Okie doke, final roll. We got an X and a pound sign. Well, wouldn't you know? X and a pound sign. That's pretty nice. Pretty darn nice. Okay, let's add up our rows. So I've got 3 here for 3. This is a -5. This I've got 3 in a row, so that's 3 plus a pair is another 2, so that's 5. Then I've got a pair for 2 and another pair for 2. So these 5s cancel out. So I got 3, 5, 7 on my rows. Now let's do the columns. Got a pair for 2, another pair for 2, that's 4. We've got pair, 2 pairs again for another 4, 1 pair for 2. This is nothing, so that's -5, and another pair for 2. So 8, 10, -5 is 5, plus 2 is 7, another 7. Goodness me. But however, we've got across and diagonal, I've got 8 up here, and across diagonal, I got 8 again, so that's another 16. So 16 and 14 is 30. So not as great as the last game, but kind of close. 30 points there. And that, my friends, is a crisscross. Bring it back up to the top here. So thank you all so much for 2 games over 30. Pretty awesome. Yes, thank you. Thanks for indulging me and joining today on this happy hour hangout stream. We're playing some Rolling America and some crisscross. Let's see, who do we got online right now? Oh, Maple Disney is here. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid him. So thank you all. Like I said, I will not be online this Friday for Festive Fridays. I'm going to be doing some streaming for OrcaCon, doing some tabletop play-alongs, not streaming, excuse me, doing some play-alongs of some hobby games for OrcaCon on Friday and Saturday. If you're interested in finding out more about them, you can check out orcacon.org, and I will pop that into the chat if anyone is interested in participating in their online convention or just finding out about what they are doing. They're located up in Washington, and they are all about doing tabletop and role-playing games and all kinds of fun stuff, and very inclusive and welcoming environment. So yeah, thanks everybody for joining me today. I will see if we can go ahead and raid Maple Disney. Just going to bring up all the information here. And yeah, there we go. So the raid will be beginning shortly. Thanks everybody for joining me, and I will catch you all next time. Take care.